Welcome to Epic Genealogy. I'm Mark, and today I'm going to finally get the results of my DNA. I haven't seen it. I'm really looking forward to this. I've had the results for almost a week, but I wasn't able to make a video. I wanted to be able to get a reaction, because there may actually be some surprises. But before we get into it, make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe to the video. And let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like to see me do here on Epic Genealogy. Now, let's get right into it. But before I get into the actual DNA, I want to first go through some of my lineage, so if they're, depending on the results, you understand why it may or may not be a surprise. So I'll go through and show my 8 great-grandparents. Okay, so starting with my paternal side, and unfortunately, I don't have a picture of Harry Sylvester MacDonald, but he is my great-grandfather on my paternal side, and he married, and then he married, of course, Anna Frances Rogers in Long Island City, Queens, in 1910. Fairly obvious, we're going to be dealing with Irish and Scottish. So what we know of the MacDonald line is that I've got a picture of my great-great-grandfather, but not my great-grandfather. My second great-grandfather. And so he was born in Antigonish, Nova Scotia, and what we know of his father, Donald MacDonald, that he was Scottish and came from Ireland. And so we know that the MacDonald boys, they were married Cullen's sisters. Now, the Cullens, we know pretty certain the Cullens are from County Clare, Ireland. So we've got the Scots marrying the Irish. So we've got Scottish and Irish. And, of course, Annie Rogers, her parents are Thomas Rogers and Catherine McGovern. And we know that they came from Ireland, Old English Ireland. So we've got a lot of Scottish and Irish. And so then my other set of paternal great-grandparents, we have Johannes Stein, and we know that he was from Hamburg, Germany, so there is some German there, and he married, can't get much more Irish than this, Mary Frances Moriarty from Newfoundland. And we do know, of course, they come originally from Ireland, but I think it's County Kerry. I think the Moriartys hail from County Kerry. So there we've got, with these 4, we've got the Irish and Scottish, and then we've got more Irish and a Deutsch. Now we move on to my maternal great-grandparents. We have Pietro Randazzo and Ninfa Pecoraro from Garini, Sicilia, or Carini, Sicily. We also have my nonna's genitori. We have Francesco Gargaiano and Francesca Armetta. My Sicilian side go back hundreds and hundreds of years in Garini, Sicilia. So what I know so far is that I am half Sicilian. I know, the good half. So I am half Sicilian, and the other half is Irish, Scottish, and Deutsch. Now for the fun part, let's get to the DNA. Now I did the ancestry DNA. It's just one of many. And I have not seen this, so again, you're going to be seeing this the first time with me. So let's see your DNA results summary. Let's see what we've got here. 46% Southern Italy. Well, that's not a surprise. So I am half Sicilian, so 46%. So given a margin of error there, I think that's no surprise there. Let's take a look at this chart. Wow. Oh, that is it's not surprising that there'll be a little bit of Greece in there. All right. So let's see. All right. So it's not surprising we got Southern Italy is 46%. You can click on that. Yeah, Southern Italy. That there's Sicily and Ireland, 23%, and it breaks down what parts of Ireland. That's pretty cool. But only 16% Scotland. So that kind of lends a little bit of credence to what I've heard, that MacDonald came in not from Scotland, but actually came in from Ireland. So, wow, only 16%. And then it says it's 7% Germanic. Wow. 4% England and Northwestern Europe, and then 3% Cyprus. I don't know if we can see that. And then Greece and Albania is only 1%. Well, that's obvious because the Greeks did, of course, like so many other places, conquer Sicily. So I'm a little bit surprised here that the Scotland is only 16% and that the Ireland is so much higher. But it's not a surprise that to have Sicily being the predominant of my ethnic background, since I am half Sicilian. So okay, it's showing that I have 381,000 plus ancestry DNA members. So they're probably pretty distant, but we'll see just how many. What I'm hoping, because the records are so good in Sicily. I have 20,000 family members in my ancestry tree. It's the Irish side that has been so difficult. My paternal side, that it's been so difficult to be able to break those walls. In fact, when we go back, I can't, from a death record, I know that Johann Stein, that his parents are Conrad and Anna, but I can't get beyond that. One of the things I need to do is actually learn how to sprechen Sie Deutsch. Unless the church records are in Latin, then I have to learn how to read Deutsch. But that I'm hoping that's not only going to break this wall, because this line is almost nothing about Johann, but this line, the Irish line, going back to, and please don't hate on me, it's my ancestors, Old English Ireland. So more than likely they were not Catholic. But then to be able to break this wall on the MacDonald line, hopefully we can find out exactly where in either Ireland or Scotland Donald hails from. So let's take a look, see what else this can tell me. Here, okay, that's not giving me any Central Ireland. I have 352,000 ancestry members there in Central Ireland. Let's see. Yeah. 350, yeah. So now what I've got to do, I've got to start breaking those walls using the DNA information to help with that. But it is surprising that to have a German great-grandfather, and I only have 7% of the Germanic. But the rest, I figured I was going to be, obviously half Sicilian and half Irish and Scottish. So that comes out about right. So a little bit of a surprise, of course, that there wasn't much more than 1% or so of Greek, considering that Palermo was conquered by the Greeks. But just a surprise. But at least there's some Greek there. There's no Middle Eastern and there's no Spanish. And so we know that the Spanish, of course, for a few hundred years, fairly recently, had controlled, the kingdom of the two Sicilies. So that's kind of that. Yeah, that is surprising. So Sicily, being where it is in the Mediterranean, there was conquered by so many people that it just figure. Well, I guess what it does is it goes into what families mixed and if they mixed at all. I do know that my Gargaiano familia are not originally from the Palermo area. They're actually from the other side of the Great Island, from Messina. They were from Mistretta, which is a città della Messina. So that and the other surprise is that, considering that I had a great-grandfather who was from Hamburg, Deutschland, to only be 7% Germanic Europe, that's a bit of a surprise. I thought it would be a little bit higher. I figured there would have been more of an even mix of the Irish, the Scottish, and the German. But no, that was a surprise. So, some surprises, some things that, I kind of figured it would be 50% or so Sicilian. So that's always good to know. Always good to reinforce that. So I'll see what I could do about connecting with other cousins and breaking some walls, and maybe actually start to get some pictures of family that I've never seen before. So that was my DNA results. Few surprises, not any real disappointments, and hopefully we've got a lot more work ahead that we can really start filling in my paternal side of the tree. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely give a like, leave a comment about the video or any other videos you'd like to see me do, and definitely subscribe, because we got a lot more videos coming, especially now since I got my DNA done. But hey, till next time, salud.